Hey everyone, Big Sloss here for yet another Slop Station video. You saw the thumbnail and you know exactly who we're talking about today. But you might not know his recent behavior getting him in hot water yet again. This ogre of a man is Wes Curly Boy Watson, a fake alpha male influencer who pretends to be strong and promotes his time in prison as the reason for his success. The slogan he goes by is ripped, rich, and rare, although it's more like roided, reckless, and rude. He's constantly trying to flaunt imaginary wealth, and as I said, he tries to appeal to the current alpha male and red pill crowd. He's a roided out Andrew Tate, and as we will see by the end of this video, he's an extremely insecure and unintelligent man. Quick disclaimer, I will not be using any videos of Wes Watson in this video, only pictures, mainly because I'm trying to avoid any false copyright strikes or false claims of harassment. Sorry if that creates any inconvenience in your video enjoyment, but I hope you guys still enjoy this video of me yapping about Weasel Watson. Earlier this year, he found himself in hot water because of his social media page. He challenged his haters to a fight in his gym. Well, someone decided to stand on business, but Wimpy Watson couldn't handle the heat. So instead of fighting him like a man, Wes Weasel decides to team up with his buddies and beat this man in a 3v1. They pummeled him, they pulled out his hair, and they were hitting him with weight equipment. Doesn't sound like a fair fight if you ask me. Not only did this end up in Wes Watson getting arrested, but it also resulted in his real height getting announced to the public. You see, Wes Watson claims to be a 6-foot Goliath of a man, but he's actually 5'8". There's even body cam footage of him talking to an officer and saying, "Please don't release my height. People are going to make fun of me online. Just please, I have a lot of haters, please." After his real height became public knowledge, he tried to claim that the officers lied about his height on the paperwork. And what an absolute joke. Listen, I am the same height as Wes Watson, and let me say, being 5'8" is not a problem, but lying about his height goes to show just how insecure in himself he really is. Now, the fight I just talked about was earlier this year, so let's talk about his more recent deplorable behavior. Recently, Wes Watson became a single man. His ex left him. Now, how do you think Mr. Soy Boy Watson reacted? Did he take the rejection like a man and move on with his life? Or did he make videos on social media crashing out about his ex leaving him? Well, you guessed it. He crashed out on social media for all to see. There is also allegations that he called his ex from different numbers, and I don't just mean 1 or 2 calls, I'm talking about hundreds of calls in a single day, blowing up her phone. Peak unemployed behavior. There's even darker allegations of breaking into her residence, which if true is extremely dangerous behavior. Wes Watson is already facing possible jail time because of his gym beatdown earlier this year. But with these allegations of really gross behavior, he might go back to jail even longer than last time. Why is a man who is all about being an alpha male and masculinity ending up in this position? Well, let me tell you why. The main problem with Wimpy Watson and all these other fake alpha males is boiled down to one sentence. Just because someone has muscles does not mean they are masculine. Let me say that again. Just because someone has muscles does not mean they are masculine. When you think of these guys like Wes Watson, Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit, and whoever else falls into this category, they use their physique as a way to persuade you into their business model or persuade you into their beliefs. Masculinity is about more than the physicality of someone. Someone who is masculine is going to have more than just muscles, but they are also going to have these traits. A masculine man is going to be humble. The words of others do not get under their skin and have no issue with them. They are going to take care of those who may not be able to take care of themselves. They are kind, not weak. They are not bothered by other people, but they don't let people walk all over them either. They make the lives of everyone else around them better by being a helpful presence. Ask yourself, does Wes Watson fall into any of these categories on the screen? Is he humble? Absolutely not. He talks about how much better he is than everyone else. He's a narcissist, and anytime someone talks about him, he has to respond because he is so insecure that he needs to get the last word in. Does Wes Watson take care of others? No, he only looks after himself. He may have more wealth than most people in their lives, but he spends his money recklessly, buying $50,000 handbags for his now ex-girlfriend instead of investing his money in his long-term future and the future of those around him. I'm calling it right now. In 10 years, this man is going to be broke. A lot of these alpha males pretend to have a lot of money, and they spend to keep up this appearance until eventually the well runs dry. Now, does Wes Watson improve the lives of others around him? Is he helpful? What do you think I'm going to say? Wes Watson has shown no desire to help anyone but himself. And this behavior this past year shows someone who will hurt others rather than help others. So let's go back to the masculinity chart. Do we see someone like Wes Watson being any of these qualities in his everyday life? Absolutely not, because he is not masculine. He is an insecure loser with muscles that only cares for himself. And unfortunately, he's probably going to go to jail a second time if he continues this terrible behavior. Well, that's the end of this video, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow as we talk about another terrible person, Jack Dorkey. You know what? Jack Dorkey. I'm just not even going to say his last name. And his recent terrible behavior online. Stay safe out there and see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.